He returned to London with nothing but rage in his heart. Years ago, he'd been a different man, a husband, a father, a barber. His hands once shaped beauty, not death. But cruelty had taken everything from him. A powerful man's lust, a false accusation, an unjust exile. When he finally came back, the city he remembered was gone. Or maybe it had always been this way. Cold, filthy, starved. A place where justice was something people spoke of but no one believed in. And in the heart of that darkness, he found her. A woman with a crooked smile, running a shop that smelled of despair and desperation. Her pies were as lifeless as the street outside, but her eyes, they burned with the same loneliness that haunted him. Together, they made a pact. She gave him shelter. He gave her purpose. And from the ashes of their misery, a new idea was born. A terrible, perfect idea. He reopened his barber shop. Sharp razors, smooth hands, a seat that promised comfort. And when the men who came for shaves leaned back, they never stood up again. At first, it was about one man, the one who had destroyed his life, stolen his family, left him to rot in a foreign land. Every drop of blood was meant to bring him closer to revenge. But vengeance has a way of spreading, like poison. Soon, every stranger became a stand-in for the monster he couldn't yet reach. And the woman downstairs? She found a use for the bodies. Waste not, want not. The ovens burned hotter. The pies got richer. The people of London lined up around the block, smiling, satisfied, completely unaware that they were feasting on their own kind. Above them, the barber worked in silence. Every stroke of the blade a prayer, every kill a memory of what had been stolen from him. But revenge is a liar. It whispers that you can find peace in blood, that you can bury grief beneath corpses. He believed it, until the day he found what he'd been searching for all along. She was alive. His daughter. The one he thought he'd lost forever. But time had twisted everything. The world had made monsters of them all. And when he finally stood face to face with the one he had sworn to kill, the man who'd destroyed him, he took his revenge. Swift, brutal, final. But by then, the line between right and wrong was long gone. The woman downstairs, like the one who'd kept his secrets, loved him in silence, fed the city with sin, had betrayed him too. She'd known the truth all along, and when he learned it, he gave her the same mercy he'd given everyone else. In the end, he stood in a room drenched in blood, cradling the woman he'd once loved, now lifeless in his arms. And for a fleeting moment, the rage faded. The barber was gone. The monster was gone. Only the man remained, broken, hollow, human. When the boy he'd spared crept back into the shop, he saw not a killer, but a ghost. A man who had cut his way through the world, only to find himself standing alone in the ruins of his own soul. The blade fell one last time, and with it, the sound of the city, the cries, the hunger, the endless grinding of survival, carried on without him. Because London had always been hungry, and men like him had always been the ones to feed it. Can you guess the movie?